Hi all, welcome to Itafy. I watched Bombay Begums amidst the controversies that the series has generated in the way it has depicted underage kids, and I thought it is a socially relevant topic to discuss here. Now, for those who have not watched it, here is a quick summary of the plot. Five women across generations wrestle with desire, ethics, personal crisis, and vulnerabilities to own their ambition in contemporary urban India. As the glass ceilings are shattered and the hearts are broken, difficult choices have to be made. And as each woman strives to find her own truth, they find in each other an unexpected understanding and the silver of a bond. Before talking about the controversies and my personal opinions on it, let me first touch on the positives of the series. The writing and direction by Alankrita Srivastava is quite impressive. Shai Irani, an underage teenager played by Adya Anand, has been crafted very well. Her voiceover sequences throughout the series, her frustrations accompanied by her art, is what gives a philosophical touch to the series. In the first episode, her narrative voice says, "Some women are born to rule. They bleed for their dreams and expect others to bleed for them. I'm not sure if I want to be that kind of queen. I think I rather lead the rebellion." Now, there are so many other hard hitting narrations by her that are smartly intertwined at various stages of the series. Second aspect of this is the characterization and performances of each and every actor. Rani Irani, played by Pooja Bhatt, a CEO of Royal Bank of Bombay, a former bank teller from Kanpur. She is a self-made woman who is ever wary of the big boys of corporate world, and her personal life is not all smooth sailing either. As her husband desperately clings to the memories of dead wife, his children refuse to acknowledge Rani as a primary caregiver. The drama intensifies further as we meet her steadfast and yet vulnerable deputy Fatima, played by Shahana Goswami, who, like her boss, finds it difficult to maintain a work-life balance, primarily owing to the disgruntled husband, played by Vivek Gomber, and her own sexual and professional ambitions. Both Pooja and Shahana Goswami have done an impeccable job. Plabita Bortukar shines as Aisha Agrawal, the young blood desperate to make a name for herself in Irani's bank despite being fired once. She struggles with her job, her sexual orientation, and place to stay in Mumbai. Rani lends her helping hand and asks her to work with the fierce Lakshmi Gondhali, played by Amrita Subhash, a sex worker grappling with the stigma surrounding her profession. Again, both Pratibha and Amrita have almost lived their characters and done a great job. Now, let me talk a little bit about the problems with the series. Firstly, this is a series mostly revolving around English-speaking super-rich demographic of India, the only exception being Lily. This creates a problem of relatability to majority of Indian audience. Now, in this series, the teenage stepdaughter of Rani Irani is rebellious and so stubborn that at some point it will start irritating you. Her single priority in life is to get an acceptance from that boy in the school that all her classmate girls are swooning about, and also to keep finding reasons to hate her stepmom. Rani Irani could go to any extent to get an acceptance from her stepchildren, even if it means buttering them up or protecting them after the stupidest thing they would have done. Then we hear about this whole controversy about the way teenagers are portrayed in the series. India's National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, NCPCR, sent notice to Netflix to stop streaming the service and said it would not only pollute the young minds of children, but may also result in the abuse and exploitation of children. They also asked them to remove 5 objectionable scenes from the series and wrote to the police chief of India's financial capital Mumbai to take action. Yes, the series portrays children doing extravagant parties involving booze and drugs and even getting vulnerable sexually. I'm sure there are teenage kid parties like these, at least among the affluent classes of urban India in the metropolis, who have created a Western world of their own within the country. This could have irked many ordinary Indians who watched it. Now, the question is, should we start censoring such shows? My opinion is that we should not touch the original content at all. While I understand the negative effects these shows can have on kids, we should remember that no one forced these people to watch it or even give access to their children to watch it. If they are afraid the children might find ways to watch it and get influenced badly, come on guys, if the kids can access this Netflix series, they can also access far more inappropriate content on Netflix itself and in general the World Wide Web. The argument from NCPCR doesn't make sense to me. The second issue I had with the show are the extramarital affairs. Now, I wasn't even remotely expecting that these characters need to be morally right. But every episode has at least 3 to 4 lovemaking scenes involving extramarital affairs. There can be certain curiosity at times when an affair is pertinent to the script and storyline, but when it gets repetitive, it seems like the makers are calling out loud to the Western world that, hey, we Indians are also getting better at this one. Thirdly, the series imbibed Me Too movement towards the end of the series, where there are many thought-provoking moments about how women have to fight the perception war and those of free will are generally scrutinized by society very harshly. Such women have tough time convincing the people around them about any sexual abuse that they endure, as many times the biggest hurdles are other women. This series tries to end with a happy note where an executive of a predatory nature is brought to justice. The problem for me was the suspense that Rani reveals towards the end. While throughout the series we are made to believe that her success from being a bank teller to CEO of the bank is because of her sheer hard work, it was also because of the several occasions she had to sexually compromise with her so-called mentor who groomed her to become what she became towards the end. This for me was a problem, as it makes the audience believe that it is almost impossible for a woman to achieve what Rani achieves without such big compromises. As I end this video, I don't fully agree with the blatant hatred on social media and the poor IMDb ratings that this series got. The reason for this hatred, I guess, is because of the general concern that everyone has about how Bollywood and Netflix is representing the wrong side of Indian culture, and also the nepotism tag attached with Pooja Bhatt. Barring the infinite number of affairs, the moral stance of the lead characters, and also the irritatingly stubborn behavior of the teenage stepdaughter, this is in fact a well-made and well-thought-out series. Director Alankrita Srivastava deserves some credit for this effort. Please comment below on what you think about the series, and please take care all.